Good morning. It's Thursday, and I am very excited today. I had a beautiful mail call that I've been anticipating. Some other folks, if you watch certain forums on Facebook, received theirs. And kids, as I reach over here, excuse me a second, it's arrived, but not the 6S that came in this box because the packaging isn't quite prepped yet. But I received in the Rockwell 6C, which is their chrome version. And this is the off Kickstarter, and I think they did Indiegogo. This is the initial delivery for those who are the super backers at the $75 level. Why this is such a great deal is when you did the $75 level, you got the white chrome in the initial delivery, which is intended to be more early December, but it ran into a custom snag with the US, so it was held up. But they kept us well informed, and it delivered, they said no later than probably January 6th. Well, it's December 29th. I got it yesterday on December 28th. Of course, those who've seen Rockwell 6S videos know that it comes in a nice foam box. It came with, in my case, as I drop them, here as it comes, folks, all three plates. And as you're familiar with the Rockwell system, one plate, when you put it on the downside, it gives you a certain blade gap. So this is number 2 and number 4. This is 5 and it's upside down. 5 and 6 as I drop it, because my hands don't work in the morning because I'm special. And then of course I have 1 and 3 on here, and we're going to be using setting 3, which is their mid. The other great part about the Super Backer is, of course, it came with the 5-pack of blades, but it came with a 100-pack of their blades as well. The icing on the cake to all this is, in March, unless something happens. Oh, by the way, while I'm thinking about it, comes with a very nice instruction book on how to use it. It's a nice fold out. Talks about everything, how it means, how it mounts, the idea how it shaves, and then even on the back gives you, if you go to their website or whatever, also talks about the cost breakdown of using a safety razor versus a cartridge razor, and over time there's your cost and how you were going to recuperate it versus if you spent on a cartridge razor. So they've done their math and their sales pitch. But the kicker, as I was going to say, the most important part of the $75, and that was, I mean, $75 or higher. $75 got you not only this first razor in the white chrome, I believe it's zinc metal. I don't think it's brass, but anyway, you get a second razor in March, and you get the options. Now in this case, since they didn't reach the, at least I haven't believe they reached the $120,000 level yet, your second razor will either be the white chrome or a gunmetal. And that gunmetal from the website looks, at least on Kickstarter, looks beautiful. Then there's a brushed chrome that if you reach 120,000, I believe there are just over 98,000. But they had a lot of backers, they got in production, and then the finish on this is immaculate. I don't see really any problems that I would report back as like I don't see any rough areas. I looked at all the plates yesterday, the bottom of the cap, the handle. This thing's production ready in my opinion. Now I've never shaved with it. I've only got a day's growth. I'm going with a 3-plate because it's the middle of the road, so I'm going to start at the mean of the plates, or actually mean would be yeah, well no, not 3, it would be technically what, the medium would be 3.5. Anyway, I'm gonna start at their baseline. And the Rockwell blade's smooth, not super sharp in my opinion, but they're very smooth. So with the day's growth, which I've been skipping, but the weather's been a little more humid, my face isn't as dried out. So we get warmed up here. Now the software, one more piece of hardware. I'm going to go with the 26 millimeter, Manchurian brush, the club brush. So I'm going Badger today. I had it soaking here in in a cup. We'll pour that in. And we're going with Parma Inspiration. Parma Inspiration, or Inspirazione di Parma. Made by Catie's Bubbles for razor blades and more. I bought the hair and body wash, so I smell already like it. We're going to forego a balm today. We're going to go with the post-shave toner, which is also by Catie's Bubbles. And this lovely, the aftershave splash, just for the stink. Great scent. I don't know who makes it, doesn't say. Wouldn't surprise me if it was, nobody says it and it was Douglas. I don't know. I'm looking at the bottle. I don't know who makes it. It smells a little stronger than the Razor Rock version, plus by the cap is definitely not Razor Rock because they use metal. But yeah, anyway, I'm just going to smell all Acqua di Parma. I've got actually Italian citrus coming from Fine, which apparently is also Acqua di Parma scented. So I'm going to have a lot of this. So I got 2 bottles and 2 soaps of Razor Rocks also. So let's get the blade warmed up. I'm going to wet the face. While that face is wet, we're also going to lather. So, hope you're all doing well this morning. By the time you see this, it'll be lunchtime. Hope everyone's in good health and haven't had any family losses. Holidays are always a rough time. There's always losses. Of course, you know, we find out we lost Debbie Reynolds. I guess maybe it was a broken heart. I mean, it's sad to see mother and daughter pass like that. It was really shocking. I was out at trivia night down the street here, and I was like, what? Yeah, and the quizmaster and his girlfriend had heard, and I was just like, what in the world? I mean, they said she went to the hospital, and it said, fair to stable, or something like that. And I was like, oh boy. Well, sometimes maybe that Nicholas Sparks classic romantic, not boy-girl romantic, but that kind of classic romantic love thing, or, you know, expressions like, you know, parents' heart breaks when they lose their child, you know, or no child should go before the parent, you know, that kind of stuff. Happened in my family with my, my mom's parents and my uncle. Although they lived on, but man, my grandmother particularly was devastated. So this is this is the new luxury formula from Catie's Bubbles. So it's that harder puck, less volume, lasts longer. So I think I got a good load and plenty of water since I was soaking. There's also a test because I did get a sting from the Rosé du Matin. So let's see if there's any ingredient difference besides, I know the scent oils and fragrance oils or whatever are going to be different. We'll see if I get that tingle. Okay. Normally it's good on the handle, but I'm going to still do a little alum. Alright. Okay. Initial couple passes on that cheek. Super smooth angle. I think they really engineered this well. 3 For today's shave, if I had more growth, I definitely would up it, just based on the initial couple swipes here. This is a smooth shaver. Wow. Alright. We're definitely going for multiple passes today. So, but I will tell you, talk about smooth in terms of angle and just glide with the design of the razor. Already impressed. I can see why the 6C, I mean the 6S was a success. It's almost like, and I could be, maybe Gareth and his buddy are clever. I mean 6S, success, 6C, succeed, or it's actually succeed. Maybe it's kind of a play on words. They had success with the 6S, and now they're gonna succeed with the 6C. Or they're going to break away from the razor market because they're setting a whole new level, and they're going to secede from the average razor makers. Yeah, that's corny. You're going to thumbs down that shit. All six of you. 3 to 6 normally. Clowns. Probably Reddit clowns. Not even subscribers. Meth heads from Missouri. Mexico, Missouri, to be exact. And your little buddies. Against the grain. I used to live by St. Louis, and I've been through Missouri a few times. I know about you Missouri idiots. Very impressed by this razor. Soap is performance. Catie's bubbles. Soap is going to perform. I had to laugh. I guess I didn't want to bring up. Because I told myself I wouldn't talk about trolls because it only feeds them. But I was watching a Paul H video off his other channel, 007 Vauxhall, which is, he does his hot spicy vlog, and which is funny because he sits there and eats and talks. But it's funny because he's a neat guy. Or he's walking around Denby with his buddy. And he said some guy got on his case, one of his holiday ones he just did, about no mention of Jesus and whatever. And he said, oh, I went to his page and he had no subscribers and no videos and no this and no that. And so coincidentally, and he left a little comment when Paul's a witty guy, so I chuckled. Called him out on his bullshit. You know, Paul doesn't mince words, and he's a genuine guy, a nice guy, but, you know, he will, he's a grown man, and he will, when someone's being ridiculous, he'll let them know, and I respect that. It's pretty funny. I mean, a good way for me. Trying to drive some more lather out of the brush here. It might be a little too, the brush might be a little too wet. So I'm going to go back to the puck for a little just because. That's okay, I don't mind. So I had if you know my World Series one on my page, it's a sign from Wrigley Field that says Cubs or World Series champions or whatever. It's a logo from it's like the sign, the Wrigley Field sign, the red sign out front. So I had this dude all of a sudden he puts on their bandwagoner. If you notice that video, my jersey is from '96. It's 20 years old. If you look up Cubs jerseys, especially batting practice jerseys, I got that jersey in '96. I've been a fan for over 30 years. Bandwagoner. Stupid. He's probably some dumb pud. He probably said, oh, like me, I've been a Cowboys fan out of the womb. Well, he probably been a Cubs fan out of the womb, but you know what? There's no bandwagon here, buddy. By the looks of the guy, it looks like he skipped school a long time ago. Now he's old and dumb and a drunk at the dive bar on the corner. I wonder if he's one of those. I wonder if he's a friend of the Missouri meth head from Mexico, Missouri. Bandwagon. Closest team you can call me to be a bandwagon is the New York Rangers, and that's been 23 years. I jumped on board when they got Messier because I grew up in Texas. I didn't know hockey. Two names I knew, Wayne Gretzky and Mark Messier, and I sure as fuck wasn't going to root for the LA Kings. Sorry, David. That just doesn't happen. So I rooted for New York Rangers. I knew Mark Messier. And then, of course, in '94, they won the Cup. Okay, let's get back to the razor for a second. Face is great. I could do cleanups. I'm going to do some cleanups on the neck. But super smooth. I did get a weeper or two. That's angle presentation. That's technique. But this thing glides. I would say 3 Maybe equates to a Merkur 34C, but with a smoother angle on the face, or like an Edwin Jagger. So 4 will probably be my sweet spot because I don't overly aggressive razors I can't use daily. Let's just pull out the lather. Holy shit! And I see why Captain Glappa says Badger is king. Look at this. You think, Ken, you're ruining the review. You're not talking about the razor. My fucking channel. Shut up. This razor is brilliant. I didn't pull the stats on it, like how heavy is it, because I don't know how it compares to the stainless steel. I'm assuming they probably went pretty close. I would assume you would use as much of the design characteristics as possible. And so you had original design or original production version that was performed based on a certain weight and geometry. Had another guy say, I make the funniest faces when I shave. Well, you know what? We all do, brother. You're not watching enough videos or something. Which brings me to another subject. Holy shit. Just a little politic here. Okay, I'm a little more conservative than I am liberal in the classic definitions. There are social issues that are definitely should be, you can't close the door on them like abortion, but there should be a personal responsibility ability level where you should not put yourself in that position. Either use protection, abstain, make other points of entry choices, whatever, okay? But I don't care how you freak. That ain't my business. But I mean, you're not going to close abortion down. It's not going to happen. But, you know, have some personal responsibility, and men and women, you know, because women got to bear the brunt of it, but still two to tango. You know, be sensible. Now, so one guy that said I make funny faces when I shave came on one of my things. I said something about Trump needs to shut up, stop tweeting, he won the election. Well, the dude missed my point. That's like, he's worried about all these people whining and crying when he needs to really focus on getting ready for January. And that was my intent. He's got to fix a lot of Obama's errors, in my opinion. Just my opinion. Not saying everything Obama did was bad. But then I go to his page, and there's all sorts of shit from Alex Jones, InfoWars. So, Alex Jones is the king of clickbait. He also says, oh, there's this information out there, but he won't tell you it. You got to go here, then you got to buy this book, and you got to do this and that. It's clickbait. There's no, I mean, he's as bad as guys that made the loose change documentaries and keep re-editing and editing and editing and editing. So if you're taking sources, you know, InfoWars sources, dude. So I run into another guy yesterday who will remain nameless, since this whole Israel thing came up with John Kerry and Netanyahu's response, and he says we don't need this this country. We don't need to support Israel. I mean, after they attacked our ships and then they tried to sell nuclear weapons to foreign countries. So I asked him, okay, dude, present your facts. He goes, you're not a professor. I'm not in college. You have no position of authority over me, or some shit like that, or superiority over me. You can look it up yourself. I said, dude, well, you're the one popping off. You need to do it because you're looking like an idiot. And then I got a little heads up saying the guy's a bit of a nut job, so I backed off. And thank you for the heads up, by the way. You know who you are. You're a good dude. All right. And I went to his page. He's a whack job righty. I mean, I'm an intelligent thinking, researching person. I'm not gonna take every bit of information and take it as gospel. I will research, find the truth, and then make my decision. I'm the walking existence of fair and balanced, not the Fox News style fair and balanced, the legit fair and balanced. I will call right, and wrong, wrong. So I got to remember, there's a lot of nut jobs out there that should probably not be. They should probably stick to cartridge razors. They shouldn't be anywhere near razor blades and DE blades and SE blades and straight razors. 'Cause I'm afraid they're gonna like cut them wrist or something. They're gonna be so depressed and so nuts that they're just gonna really hurt themselves when or they're gonna burst a blood vessel. Y'all need to calm the fuck down. I mean, you can, you know, stand wherever you want politically, but calm the fuck down, people. Holy shit. You folks that are way off your rocker, I don't want to be in the same room with you because you're the ones that, while I'm pro Second Amendment, if you got a gun, I don't want to be near you because you're likely to go off like an idiot. I want to be next to the guy with the gun that also is chill as hell and is ready to take down nut jobs, not act like a nut job. Some of you are out there, but we'll say there's a lot of good brothers out there too, and I mean that, and good sisters, but there's a lot of good brothers out there. And what I mean by good brothers is, no matter where we stand, shake hands, we break bread, agree to disagree, civil discourse, you know, or we totally agree, but we know why. I mean, all right, let's just rock with a Parma aftershave splash gun. We just put on our Tiege Hanley. Ooh, talk about good stink. A little more here. I got plenty of this scent, so I can use extra. All right, goodness gracious. So I am all over Aqua de Parma. So, Inspiration de Parma, Parma Inspiration. It's all here. Let this one dry. Club Badger, 26mm Manchurian. Rockwell 6C. Chromed zinc, I don't think it's brass. Beautiful razor, beautiful geometry, good weight. 3 is a mild shave for me. 4 will probably be my sweet spot for more than a day's growth. And 3, 2, 1 would be like buffing settings when I want to adjust or interchange. I was rewatching a Khan's video on his Shave the Man channel product highlight about the 6S, and interchangeable is a great word as opposed to adjustable per se, because you're not adjusting something, you're removing, flipping, replacing. So smack it up, flip it, rub it down. Oh no! Alright. So 30 minutes. Wow, talking a lot about a lot of stuff. So let's sum up. Beautiful smelling product. razor blades and more. Body wash available. I believe there's a balm, there's a tonic, there's aftershave splash, shave soap. It's body and hair. Manchurian 26 millimeter Badger from the club. Great razor, great brush for the price. So it's still $49.95 for 26 Manchurian bulb. Rockwell 6C, Kickstarter at $75 level. I'm gonna end up with 2 razors and 105 blades. This razor will probably be the one. I'll probably keep the gunmetal. So this one would be up for sale, perhaps in the future, number of months. So take care, and I will get out of here. And remember, watch out for the nut jobs. Have civil discourse and be nice to each other. Agree to disagree and know when to withdraw from the battlefield, which I've said before. Know who's fans or bandwagons and who aren't. Don't take meth, especially if you're in Missouri. And just be a better person than the person you think you are. Well, unless you're Jesus. Not Jesus. Plenty of them out there. No, I mean, you know what I'm saying. But some of you need to grow up. Some of you are my friends. The ones that don't need to grow up are not my friends. Those that are my friends are my friends. And some of you, I hope, will be my friends very soon. So take care. Have a great Thursday. I'm going to go see Brad Williams tonight at the Comedy Club. Have a good day, folks. Bye.